Good afternoon, Grange. It is the 28th of March, 2024. It is the last day of the spring term, and we have the Head Teacher Challenge for the April break. And today I'm assisted by Mr. Hutchinson, and we are going to be asking about a few very special animals and birds that came in for the amazing visit we had yesterday from the Imperial Birds of Prey team.
Very good.
Now, if you were listening, if you were watching, you may have heard answers to the following questions. There were 3 workshops, so you didn't see all the animals that we're going to show you now and get all the answers, but this is an absolutely wonderful opportunity to be curious and go off and research. We are hoping that some of our Grange pupils will grow up to work with animals in their future lives. If you do achieve that dream, make sure you come back to tell myself, Mr. Hutchinson, about it. Even if it's in 20 years' time and we're much older, come back and say, Mr. Kerbal, remember Grange, 27th of March, 2024. I was totally inspired with those animals, and now I work as a zoologist, or I work in a zoo, or I work with animals, something amazing. I'm just a scientist.
Ocean biology.
Or a marine biologist.
Yeah.
Absolutely fabulous. So, question number 1, and I'm just going to show you. Elton the owl, and Mr. Hutchinson is going to do the question.
So, everybody, Elton the owl. We learned what looked like ears for Elton, and not actually ears. I'll show you these big tufts here. What are they called, and what is their function, or what are they used for?
Fabulous. And now we met Majesty the owl as well. And Majesty's a barn owl. And the question we've got over here is, there are 2 questions we've got over here. Would you be able to hear Majesty flap her wings? Now, if you were in the hall, Majesty flew for us. Would you be able to hear her flap her wings? And what is the reason for this? What purpose does it serve Majesty if her wings, when she flaps them, can or can't be heard?
Have you showed them the photo?
Let us the photo of Majesty, and there, as you can see,
There's Mr. Kerbal in a state of shock.
It was just absolutely beautiful to see Majesty fly so beautifully, and all of our children in the hall got to see Majesty fly. And there is a bonus question with Majesty, Mr. Hutchinson.
How many degrees can an owl turn their head?
Now, this is a very important one, because through the years, and like you hear people say that owls can turn their head a certain amount of degrees. But we learnt in the session that it's not quite it's not the popular misconception what people usually think.
Can I add on something to that as well, Mr. How many degrees can an owl turn their head, and why do they turn that head that far?
Right. I think I've even got another bonus one which we learned about as well, is how many extra bones do they have in their neck in order to be able to achieve this incredible feat. Right, Mr. Hutchinson is going for the next question, and this is about Tim the tree
frog. Do you want to? He's a much than I am. So, Tim the tree frog. How does Tim get his food down his throat? That was the first question. A massive shout out for Matteo, who knew this. Maybe Matteo will grow up to be a zoologist or a scientist with his great knowledge.
Yes.
And how do they keep cool? Remembering where they come from and how hot the sun is. Bonus points for those questions. Where do they come from? And how do they keep cool?
Yes, that was very interesting. We learned quite a bit about Tim's skin. Amazing. Right, the next question is going to be about, now this was unbelievable because I had not heard about this animal before, is Barbara the tenrec. Now, we had amazing fun in the hall because children had amazing goes at guessing what type of an animal Barbara actually is. Nobody got this one. So the question is, tenrecs in their natural habitat are found in only one place in the world. Where is that place? And when I think about that, how amazing is it that we got to meet a tenrec in Grange, in Harrow, in London, in the UK? Unbelievable, because it's far away from where tenrecs actually come from. And the clue is, he likes to Move it. Oh, she likes to move it, move it.
The next person we're going to meet, sorry, not person, next animal we're going to meet is Melvin the millipede, who was very cool. I was a definite favourite of mine. So, name some differences between a millipede and a centipede. I've got 2 bonus questions for you. What does millipede mean and what does centipede mean? We learnt that on the visit as well. The other bonus question is, until very recently, what was the number of the most legs recorded on a millipede? I wonder if anyone can remember that.
That's a particularly interesting one because when I was Googling it afterwards, she gave us the number of the most legs recorded on a millipede. And then I was searching it up on the internet, and obviously we need to verify and fact check, and I'm not sure about that, but apparently a species of millipede was found in 2021 in Australia and had more legs than was mentioned in our session.
But
anyway,
it'd be interesting if anyone can find that and give us a species name as well. So that'd be good. Oh, actually, one more bonus question for the millipede because they're very, very cool. The difference between a millipede and a centipede. There's one very key difference, which I'm looking out for on some of the differences you might come up with, and that's how they're structured, how their bodies are structured. That was a key one.
Oh, amazing, amazing, yes. And I think that also, like, yeah, the shape they take. Right, the last question is about Penelope the python. And Penelope is a royal python, I think was So how many jawbones does a python have, and what is the specific purpose of this? Absolutely amazing. Again, was so interesting to learn about. The other thing is looking at this amazing picture, photo, and I need to give a massive shout out. Mr. Hutchinson did this photography, and all the photos you see are from Mr. Hutchinson, who owns the copyright. Thank you, Mr. Hutchinson. If you look at the tongue, this amazing photo because Penelope was shooting her tongue out all the time, in and out, in and out, in and out. You can see that the tongue is forked. What is the reason for the tongue being forked? We learned about that in the session as well. Right, so what I would say is come to Grange because we have these amazing moments in our curriculum. We have had a reindeer visit in December. We have now had the birds of prey. And in summer, in the last week of term, just before we head off to the summer holidays, we're going to get the meerkats back.
I thought that was a surprise.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Spoilers.
So if you watch this video, you know what's coming. I will say one thing about them. They are so cute, but beautiful. So intensely and incredibly smelly.
They do smell.
And I wonder why. When we have the session, I wonder if we can learn about why they are so smelly.
I wonder if that's a defensive mechanism.
Well, there we go. Let's be curious. Let's be researchers. Let's be scientists. Let's just engage with the wonders of the world. Let's be lifelong learners. Let's be great. Let's be Grange. CC salute.
안녕히 가세요.
There we go. Actually, that's a quick plug for Korean Club, which is happening next term at Grange.
Quick plug there. We'll be having snacks, learning some language, some culture. Come along, listen to some music.
Brilliant. The club's offer is in the newsletter. Please read the newsletter. This Head Teacher Challenge is in the newsletter, but we've given you bonus questions in this video as well.